Hi, it's me, Justine, and I'm back with another Amberlynn Reed react because she just posted that she's got a change of plans. So I'm going to watch her react this. This is a long one. And I just want to say before I jump into this that her change of plans, I know that there's like a fantasy out there in the Amberlynn universe of her going and checking herself in and getting herself inpatient treatment, but this is not possible or practical for a variety of reasons, mainly that she just doesn't have health insurance. And even if she did, I mean, to check in to one of these places you need referrals, you need all this stuff that she doesn't have because she doesn't actually go to the doctor, and it's not practical cost-wise. She can't afford it, so it doesn't matter. I don't care if she makes if she actually makes $10,000 a month. It's not enough money. And I stumbled across a video that breaks this all down very well, and I'm gonna leave a link to it below. You guys should check it out. But you know, just please do her and me and everyone a favor and throw out the fantasy of her checking in to anywhere. It's just not gonna happen. All right, let me jump into this. Oh God, Hannibal Lecter. that's not cute.
Okay, Becky said, "I dare you," because I was like just being silly, and she goes,
she's feeding the trolls with that. She knows that that there's going to be a lot of edits of her making that face. Good job. She's a ace troll.
Dare you to make that face and leave it in the clip. So when someone dares me to do something, I gotta do it, boo boo.
What the hell was that?
Anyways, hey guys, welcome to day 5 of my 100 days of trying. Yes. I feel like a few things were kind of, maybe I didn't communicate the right way when I was talking about the 100 days. In this 100 days, I don't want to binge.
Okay, and so that's a good, see, she's gonna go ahead and move the goalposts instead of, you know, actually expecting herself to do something. She's gonna move the goalposts so that she doesn't feel like she, you know, failed.
By not binging, that leaves me at a normal calorie limit, like without even trying. Because when I binge, it is a madhouse when I binge. Like, it's really bad. So my goal is to just go 100 days without doing that. And it's been a struggle and it's been hard. And that leaves me... Good
job moving those goalposts. Actually, I think what it was she's supposed to be counting her calories. She had a calorie limit, remember? She talked about it in her last video, but I guess she's just moving the goalposts to like a lofty, undefined, you know, just don't binge. Whatever that means.
To the fact that someone, well, quite a few people have been saying that that bowl of mashed potatoes I had was a binge. Okay, I have to read you something. Someone said, going over your calorie limit is still binging. Whether it is 500 calories or 10,000 calories, you're still eating too much food. For me, I'm not talking about anybody else, but for me.
For her, guys, because nothing that applies to other people could possibly apply to Amberlynn, because she's her own very super special case. And so what's a binge then? But maybe she'll get into the definition, but somehow I doubt it.
Going over my calories by 500 is not a binge at all.
I would agree with this
in the slightest. So I wanted to tell you that,
like I said in my last video, I didn't think going 500 over was that big of a deal. I don't know. I do it all the time. Well, then again, I'm kind of, you know, I'm not thin.
Guys, kind of what I have ate as a binge quite frequently before this 100-day challenge that I'm doing. I tweeted it all out. Follow me on Twitter. The tea is piping hot.
I'm trying to follow you on Twitter. I am trying, and you won't accept me. Don't tell me to follow you on Twitter. Are you kidding me? My request is sitting in your inbox. Follow you on Twitter.
So I tweeted them back and I said, WTF. Do you not know what binging is? I'm sorry, but a bowl of mashed potatoes is not me binging, because that like was a whole thread of people just arguing about that back and forth. Binging is when I eat 3 Snickers, a whole can of Pringles, 2 ramens, a bag of hot Cheetos, and then a Ben & Jerry. Now that's a binge.
So, but basically what she's doing here is, like I said, she's moved the goalposts, and it's okay for her to go 500 calories over because it's not a binge. So now she's letting herself overeat.
Binge. That's why I'm 562 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's binging is different. For someone, maybe going over 500 calories is a binge for them. But for me, my binges are 3,000 plus calories usually. So it's usually crazy.
So just to be clear, right now she's saying it's okay that she went 500 over because it's not a binge, and that's her one and only goal now in these 100 days. That doesn't matter that she went 500 over. Okay.
And it's all in one sitting, and it takes me about, I want to say, 45 minutes to eat all of that. And not only that, but I also ate, you know, prior to the binge. I had like dinner or whatever snacks I had throughout the day, and taking away that whole binge is making it to where I'm not eating those extra 2,000, 3,000 calories that I usually would every single night, which that is the reason why I am the size that I am, because the bigger that I got, the more food I was able to binge. And it's been a struggle, but I'm proud of myself because I've been successful. So far,
she's proud of herself. What? She's okay.
Today I've been doing really good, and I'm actually allowing myself to eat things that I normally would. Like today I had some Mexican food and I enjoyed it without feeling guilt because I'm finally eating like a normal person instead of binging. It's nice to be able to step on the scale every day and not see a gain. And that just goes to show that binging has really ruined my...
Is she now able to step on the scale? Because for a while she couldn't step on the scale. So has the... I don't know, what'd she lose last time in the last video? Like 2 pounds? Did the 2 pounds now allow her to be able to step on the scale? Because she mentioned it kind of in passing as though stepping on the scale is easy now. So I don't know, I'm just curious.
My life, and I know in my heart of hearts that I can change this. So my weigh-in for today, day 5, was 559.4. And this shook me to the core because it was a 3-pound drop from yesterday. Because yesterday I was 562.4. So that was a big whoosh. It was just like, whoosh, bye 3 pounds. So it's not much, but in the 4 days I was down 4.6 pounds. And I think that's great, and it's just crazy that I lost 3 of those in one day. Okay, I'm there for it. I just don't want anyone to take away the progress that I have made so far, because I have made progress. I wish that you guys could have seen me every night in the things that I was binging, and I wasn't caring at all in the slightest. I felt possessed, and I just went with it. But now I'm trying to be in control of my body, in control of my mind, and really just try my hardest to push forward and to succeed, because I am tired of feeling the way that I do. Binging makes me feel so gross, especially because I do it at night, and then I usually fall asleep maybe like 2 hours after I binge, and the next morning I just feel miserable. And I'm just tired of feeling that way, and tired of the heartburn, tired of all of it, because when I binge my breathing gets worse, and there's so many negative things about binging that I just can't even. Please take a sip of vodka every time I say binge or binging. You guys will be drunk. Hey guys, so today is actually
she's wearing that black dress. It looks really cute. I don't know, I think it looks cute. See, look, I've got the flowers. Look, I'm matching the girl. Look at us. Well, mine's white, but hers is black, but we're all flowery. Twinsies.
Today is day 8. And the last time I talked to you guys, I think was 5 or 4.
Alright, so she lost 4.5 pounds in 8 days. That's not... I'm not sneezing at it.
It was 5. I don't quite remember. The last few days have been kind of hectic, and I've just been really in my head, and I haven't weighed myself, and it's just been the type of situation where you're like, do you want to be honest, or do you kind of just want to let it go, in the sense of like, I wasn't gonna lie to you guys, but what I mean is like,
she wasn't gonna lie to us. How nice. I'm glad you thought to not lie this time.
Did I want to just not mention the kind of mind frame I've been in? So Becky actually went to Georgia. She's home now, but she went to Georgia a couple days ago, and it was hard for me because I felt ashamed because I couldn't go. It was a family thing, and of course I was invited. I couldn't go because of me. I was worried about my legs because it was kind of a long road trip, and my feet swell really bad when I'm sitting for too long. So I was nervous, and I know a lot of people are like,
so she hurts when she sits, she hurts when she stands, she hurts when she, oh my god, I just paused at the worst place. I can't even. Let me see if I can screenshot this. Yeah, can you imagine a life you can't even sit in a car? Like, that's how, okay.
You do sit all day. I meant when I sit out, my legs being elevated, my feet swell, my legs swell, and it hurts. And someone my size, that's just what happens.
So she can only sit in a specific position. She can sit, but only in a, can you imagine? I certainly cannot.
So I was very nervous for that, and I didn't want to damper anyone's time by being in pain. I don't like to be a burden or feel like people have to worry about
you. Don't like to be a burden.
Me the whole time. So I told her, just go spend time with your family. It was hard because her and I don't really spend nights apart from each other because we live together, we sleep in the same bed. Hello. So it was hard to say bye to her, but she's back home. And
maybe that's why we haven't seen a video. There's no one around to help her get dressed. That's mean. I'm just saying the timing kind of lines up.
I am like really grateful because I was worried I was gonna be alone and like depressed and sad, but it was actually a really good weekend. I gotta be honest. Like, Hannah and Rafe came over and we all played games.
Aww,
and just hung out with Eric and Ricky and Eric's sister, Eric's nephew, and
you played games. Boy, that's different.
It was a fun freaking day, I will have to say that. So it was sad that Becky wasn't there with us, but I felt really good that like my friends came over and we all hung out and just had a really good time, and I didn't have to like pout in my room like a little child. So I ended up binging a couple nights ago, and a part of this 100 days was trying to prove to myself that I can stop the binging. And it's weird, but some people don't just binge for one day. There is a such thing as where you binge for days. Sometimes. Okay, so here she's gonna move the goalpost to, well, I'm binging less though, guys. Weeks. No, you don't continuously, constantly eat every single second of the day. But it's kind of like a binge wave that you can't stop. It happens every single day or night, depending on the person, and you kind of can't get a hold of your bearings, and it's terrifying. So that's what I was going through the last few weeks, months. That's what I was going through, and it wouldn't stop, and I kept gaining weight. So I was like, I need to do something about it, and I need to stop.
Wait a minute. I thought that she's been was it 569 or what is it? I forget, but I think she's been the same weight since since the fall. So when was this? Gaining weight. Just the inconsistencies are rather inconsistent, because it seems like she also said that she's been holding steady her weight. So which is it?
Gaining weight. I just really wanted to focus on being more in control of my body, and so that's why I started the 100 days, and I was able to go. So
this gaining weight was before the 100 days, But before the 100 days, her weight had been steady since before Thanksgiving. I'm not sure exactly when. So
5 days without binging, and I know for some people that's pathetic and whatever, but to me that was an accomplishment because I broke the...
So the goalpost moved from counting calories and losing weight for 100 days. Then it was moved to not binging for 100 days. Then it moved to, I went 5 days without doing it, but I'm still doing good. I don't know. They're just...
binging barrier. I no longer, it was like a continuous binge every single night. I was able to break that for 4 to 5 nights, and it was hard. It was challenging every single night, but then I messed up and I binged.
But that's okay.
The thing to learn about me is
because I moved the goalposts.
I'm not giving up. So my whole thing is, do I continue on the 100 days? Do I start fresh? Do I see how long I can go without binging? Do I keep
just move the goalposts
tallies and, you know, this time see if I can go longer than 5 days? There is a YouTuber, I'm not going to name any names, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want people to attack her, because I notice every time I say a certain YouTuber's name or like Instagram person's name, like people go and like attack them.
Yeah.
Or like
yeah,
say things like,
or they harass you because you mentioned them by name and you say you want to talk to them, and then they hound you trying to find out if you talk to them. And you know, how nice of you to be concerned about a YouTuber now.
Why are you helping Amberlynn, or why are you talking to Amberlynn? It's just like, what? Like, what? So this YouTuber actually doesn't talk to me, but still, I just don't want to, like, cause any friction. But
how
she's
nice
someone
of you.
I have been
how nice of you.
watching for a very long time, and I adore her. She's lost a lot of weight, and she probably doesn't even know who I am. But, she used to struggle with binging. So every day that she didn't binge, she would make a little tally on a whiteboard, and she'd go a week, and then if she binged on the 8th day, she'd erase the tallies and she'd start over, and she would make sure she wouldn't binge longer than 8 days the next round. And then pretty soon she kept doing that, and it made it to where she just kind of was able to recover from binge eating disorder. And she's not like super popular on YouTube. I mean, she has a really big following, but...
So you're talking about curing your disorder that you say is an addiction that you need help for. You're going to cure it with a whiteboard?
There's another YouTuber, a weight loss channel, who has a really big following, and she has beat her binge eating disorder, and she's gone a year without binge eating by marking the days, by counting the days. And that is what I want to do, because I remember the day where she was like, I haven't binged eat for 100 days, and I'm just like, that's everything. That's what I aspire to be. I want to conquer this, and I want to recover from this. Recovery from eating disorders is a lot different than recovery for alcoholics or drug addicts. So I'm tired of people comparing the two, because people are always like, would you give an alcoholic an ounce of vodka every day? What? That doesn't even make sense. I need food to survive, which is unfortunate for all the
I can agree with this.
Eaters out there. People who suffer with...
But what you don't need to survive is McDonald's that you let yourself eat. What you don't need to survive is junk food. Is food from a box or bag that you buy at a fast food place. That's what you don't need. So I get what she's saying. You can't really compare to alcoholism, because alcoholics could just not drink. But it is in their face every day in culture, and you know, who doesn't have a beer every once in a while? Even I do, and I barely drink. So I do get what she's saying, though. All right, so she's gonna try to cure this with a whiteboard instead of getting help.
I mean, they get it. They understand. They know what's up, because we all relate to each other, and we're not here to judge one another. And I know people are gonna ask about this. This is a really, really bad cat scratch that I can't help but sometimes scratch at myself. So it makes it worse.
That's been there for months.
But anyways, now that I've sat here and really talked about it and gotten my like feelings out, and like the more I start to understand myself, and God, this is why I love YouTube, because I'm able to sit here and it's like therapy for me. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm definitely going to just restart. I'm not gonna call this the 100-day challenge anymore. I'm just gonna see how far.
And just like that, that's how, see, I can't snap. And just like that, it was over. And it's gone. What's that mean? And it's gone. So that's how the, boy, that was a rapid cycle. Usually her cycles last a little longer than this. What the hell is that sound? Alright, this is done. I have to figure out what that sound is. Bye.